The English High Podcast. Learn English beyond the textbooks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English High Podcast. I'm Rose.
And I'm Andrew. It's wonderful to have you with us again. Whether you're listening while driving, cooking, walking, or simply relaxing with a cup of tea, thank you for spending your time with us.
Before we jump into today, Andrew, I have to ask, how was your weekend? You look a little tired, but like a good tired.
Is there a good tired? I guess there is. Honestly, I went down a massive creative rabbit hole this weekend. I lost track of time completely.
Oh, really? What were you doing?
Well, I've been playing around with some new AI tools, trying to generate these really detailed 3D cinematic animations.
Wow, wait, what are you making them for?
I'm designing some visual media assets for a new podcast project, actually. I'm rendering everything in a vertical 9:16 aspect ratio, so it looks absolutely perfect when people watch on their phones. It took hours to get the lighting right, but it turned out so cool.
That sounds incredible. You'll have to show me later. I spent my weekend doing absolutely nothing. Just me, a blanket, and a lot of tea.
Hey, sometimes that is exactly what you need.
Exactly. But speaking of podcasts and connecting with people, today's topic is something almost everyone struggles with at some point, even native speakers.
Oh, what is it?
Developing your communication skills.
Communication skills. What does that actually mean, though? Because people say communication, and we just think of talking.
Right, but it's so much more than just making sounds with your mouth. Developing communication skills means learning how to share your ideas clearly, how to listen so the other person feels heard, and how to connect.
That makes sense. So let's give our listeners some practical tips. Tip number 1, active listening.
Active listening instead of just normal listening?
Exactly. Think of it this way. Listening is exercising your ears. When you just hear someone, you are passive. You are just waiting for your turn to speak. But active listening means your brain is working. You are paying attention to their words, their face, their tone.
I love that. It's like when you're talking to a friend and they nod, make eye contact, and say, "Wow, really?" You feel like they are actually with you.
Exactly. Tip number 2 for communication is clarity over complexity.
Meaning, keep it simple?
Yes, vocabulary is money in your language bank. You don't have to spend it all at once. A lot of English learners think they need to use huge, complicated words to sound smart, but the best communicators use simple words to explain big ideas.
So true. If you try to use 5 big adjectives when one simple word works, you might confuse the person. This reminds me of a huge mistake I made when I was traveling in France a few years ago.
Oh no, what happened?
So I was trying to speak a little bit of French. I went into a bakery, and instead of just pointing and using simple words to ask for bread, I tried to translate this really complex, polite English sentence in my head.
I can already see where this is going.
It was a disaster. I ended up saying something that translated to, "Would you be so kind as to bless me with the warm wheat cylinder?" The baker just stared at me.
Oh my gosh, Rose.
Exactly. If I had just smiled, pointed, and used basic words, we would have communicated perfectly. Mistakes are stepping stones, right? I learned that day that simple is always better.
That is a perfect story. And it brings us to tip number 3, body language. Remember, your brain is like a garden. What you think inside grows and shows on the outside. If you are nervous, your body shows it.
Yes. So uncross your arms, smile, and make eye contact. This is actually a great time to introduce our first vocabulary word today, crucial. Crucial. C-R-U-C-I-A-L. It means extremely important or necessary. Body language is crucial for good communication. Perfect example. How about a conversation example? Do I really need to practice speaking out loud? Yes,
It is crucial if you want to improve your fluency.
Spot on. Okay, tip number 4. Adapt to your audience. You don't talk to your boss the same way you talk to your best friend.
Exactly. You need an adequate amount of professional tone at work. Oh, there's our second word. Adequate. Adequate. It means enough or acceptable.
Yes. For example, his English is adequate for the job. It means his English is good enough to do the work.
What's tip number 5, Andrew?
Tip 5 is to implement feedback. Implement means to put something into action or start using it. So if your teacher tells you to speak slower, you implement that advice the next time you talk.
Exactly. And that actually requires a shift in perspective.
Word number 4, perspective. This means the way you look at something, your point of view.
When you change your perspective, feedback stops looking like an insult and starts looking like a tool to help you grow. If you do this, you will see a substantial improvement.
And that's our final vocabulary word, substantial. It means large in size, value, or importance. A substantial change is a big change. Okay, listeners, it's time to exercise those mouth muscles. Remember, speaking is learning to ride a bicycle. You can't just watch us do it, you have to try it.
I am going to ask you a question. I want you to pause this podcast and answer out loud. Speak to your phone, speak to the steering wheel in your car, or speak to your dog. Ready?
Here is the question. What is one situation where you feel nervous communicating in English, and why?
Pause the audio now. Speak for 30 seconds. We'll wait. Welcome back. How did that feel? Even if you made mistakes, you are practicing, and that is crucial.
Now, to make your communication sound natural, you need phrasal verbs. Let's learn 5 really common ones today.
Number 1, bring up. This means to start talking about a subject. Example, I didn't want to bring up the budget during the meeting.
Number 2, call off. This means to cancel something. Example, the boss decided to call off the meeting because everyone was sick.
Number 3, look into. This means to investigate or check something. Example, I don't know why the microphone isn't working, but I will look into it.
Number 4, put off. This means to delay doing something, to do it later. Example, don't put off your English practice. Do it today.
Number 5, turn out. This means how something ends or develops. Example, I was nervous about the presentation, but it turned out really well.
Phrasal verbs are great, but idioms add that beautiful flavor to your English. Let's look at 3 idioms about communication.
First, break the ice. This means to do or say something to make people feel relaxed and comfortable in a new situation. Example, Andrew told a funny joke to break the ice before the interview started.
Second, get to the point. This means to stop talking about small details and talk about the most important thing. Example, we only have 5 minutes, so please get to the point.
Third, beat around the bush. This is the opposite. It means you are avoiding the main topic, usually because it's uncomfortable. Example, stop beating around the bush and tell me if you broke my coffee mug.
All right, listeners, we never want you to just listen and do nothing. Consistency is compound interest.
Here is your practical challenge for today. Sometime in the next 24 hours, I want you to take out your phone, open the voice recorder app, and talk for exactly 1 minute about your favorite movie.
Don't write a script. Don't stop if you make a mistake. Just implement what we talked about today. Keep it simple, don't put it off, and see how it turns out.
Look at you, Andrew, naturally using our phrasal verbs. It's crucial that we review what we learned, right?
Absolutely. If our listeners implement a new perspective on making mistakes, they will see substantial growth. They just need to make sure they have an adequate amount of practice every day.
Perfect. And if they feel nervous, they can just try to break the ice with a smile before they bring up a new topic.
Let's summarize today's episode. Communication is a bridge between 2 people. To build a strong bridge, you need active listening, simple clarity, good body language, and the ability to adapt to your audience.
And the life lesson? Don't let the fear of making a mistake stop you from connecting with someone. Even native speakers say the wrong thing sometimes.
So we want to know, what will you do today? Are you going to record your 1-minute voice memo?
Let us know. If you are watching on YouTube, leave a comment down below. Tell us which new word or idiom you liked the most. And hey, while you're there, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode.
And if you know a friend who is learning English, share this podcast with them.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We are so proud of the work you are doing.
Remember, we're not just learning English.
We're building confidence, one conversation at a time.
Keep speaking,
Keep growing.
and we'll see you in the next episode of the English High Podcast.
Bye.